This is five-time WWE Hall of Famer Scary Anima, and I'll be ranting on about many topics, many things, only because I can't really think of what I want to say at the moment. It just has to come to me naturally. But I've had the opportunity to get in the ring with some of the top guys in WWE 2K the likes of WWE Beast at Gamers, Blake Locke and NK, regardless of how they got there. Some of them are really good players. They're just known for cheating. But for name recognition purposes, I will mention them. But that doesn't mean they're good players. They just are known people. So I've had the opportunity to play with WWE Beast at Gamers, Blake Locke and NK, HGH Kavan and um, yeah, HDH clan, TWG Sting and his clan, TWG, Kill Thrills, Miz Thug, Nemesis, Vendetta and Charmin, Harlem Boy. I don't know, just so many people. And I've also teamed with some of the best people. Tarji and Genario, which most of y'all know. It's hard to mention us without another one of us coming up. It's kind of like, because the matches we had back in W13 against NK and against Vendetta, and you can go back on YouTube, Tarja's YouTube page and mine. Mine's don't look as good, obviously, because my source of recording wasn't as good, but you can go look on Tarja page and see that match was one of those matches that really put us out there. We were doing good up and even before then, but that match kind of made people, stop and say, oh, we need to take these people more serious because they're not playing any games. We mopped the floor with NK. I hate to say that to you guys, but that's what we did. We beat y'all badly. But had the opportunity to face all the greatest clans, players, past, present, and future. And this is my fifth time, like I mentioned earlier, getting to Hall of Fame. And I don't plan to do it anymore. It's time consuming. Um, it takes so much time out of your day. Anybody who's ever gotten to Hall of Fame, 9 times out of 10, they were working to get to it because it's not something that just happened. You literally have to play this game a lot to get to Hall of Fame. And I've done it so many times already, and I see no reason to continue doing it. So this will be my last year getting to Hall of Fame. So what I mean by that is I will continue to play in the next installments until I decide, well, because as I've noticed that each year I get a little worse at the game, not as good as the previous year. Still a great player, I think. I still think I'm a great player, and you know, my work speaks for itself. No one in the community can say I've ever did them wrong, and if I did cheat them, they need to question what did they do for me to do those things, because I'm not a cheap player. So if I ever cheated you, just look back at what you did during that match that might have made me do those things. So yeah, I've had the opportunity to face all the top names, whether win or loss. I've had the opportunity to get in the ring with them, and there's not many people that can say they've beaten me fairly. That's a very small list of people that can say they beat me fairly. But I have a group of Hall of Famer friends, Tarji Genario, the late legendary TLC Ladder King, a good friend of mine who I never have the chance to play with again. Um, Rock Dar, um, hell, me and Kavan was friends at one point. Nothing against them, we were good friends. I thought. Me and Heavy were good friends. Um, Codibus a good friend of mine. Talks a lot of stuff. Cody Boone, we haven't always seen eye to eye, but I consider a great player and you know maybe on some level a friend. And Charmin Mercy, a good friend. We had our Scary 583 and Vendetta had our little feud earlier in the game when it first came out. But hey, that's what makes the game fun. If everybody was nice to each other, then this game wouldn't be as fun. there has to be heels and faces. I mean, everybody can't be nice. It wouldn't be as entertaining for other people either. So I've been I've done a lot. I got to have at least over 10,000 wins in my past 8 years of playing. I got to have at least 10,000, probably more than that. Been number one in battle royal matches in Dota 13, Hell in a Cell and steel cage matches in Dota 2K14. Um, Number one in backstage brawls in Dota 16, 2K16 on the PS3, and I did it legitly. Anybody who knows me, and a lot of you probably saying, "Oh, he didn't do that. He just give himself accolades that he didn't do." Anybody who knows me, anybody who was there, know that I did those things. And if they weren't, then there's probably a video out there or a picture someplace, showing you what I did. I was number 18 in the world under 13, and like I said, anybody who was there, or like I said, there's a video out there, knows that I did these things. And I did it fairly. And like I said earlier, no one can say I ever did them wrong in this game because I'm a fair player. I'm a fair player. I've never done anybody wrong in this game that didn't deserve to be done wrong. So, with that being said, Hall of Fame, it's nice to have, it's nice to get. Put it this way, if I ever get the Hall of Fame again, I won't be trying to get there. Literally, I will not be trying to get there. I will not be working to get there. If I just somehow happen to keep playing enough and get there, and that's hard to do once again because you have to really play this game a lot to get there, then so be it. I guess I'll just be a Hall of Fame again. But otherwise, this is my last year trying to get the Hall of Fame. And with that being said, I got a couple other things I would like to bring up. I am considering starting a group, and that's hard to do these days. I find because I find that PS3 was the days of the clans and stuff, and you could settle your differences in the chambers, and clans are really becoming obsolete these days because there's not enough matches. There's not that many different type of matches you can do to fight in clans. You can do the 3-on-3 tag matches, but the chamber matches is where you settled your beef in old games. Anybody who from those games know that's where you settled your beef. That's where clans fought other clans or groups or whatever you want to title yourself or label yourself. That's where you took care of business. But I figured everybody else got their own group. I might as well start my own at least, or at least attempt to. It might not be successful, but I won't know unless I try. So I don't even think people watch these videos. They're just something I can look back on and listen to when I get bored. But if people do watch it, if you're interested in starting a group with me or being a part of a group, with me, just message me and let me know. Obviously, you have to be a good player. You don't have to be the best player, but you have to be a decent player. We can build towards everything else. You got to have skills aside from noobing, because noobing doesn't really take skill. Anybody can do it. Of course, I find it hard to do. I think it's much easier to just play the game the way it was intended to be played. But because when I try and get payback and cheat people, it never works out for me. I think it's just easier for me to whoop their ass the old-fashioned way with good skill and technique. And I find this game isn't hard to play. You just got to be smart. There's a lot of great people in this game, but there's not a lot of smart people in this game because if two good people are playing, then one person has to have something above the other. And I believe you got to be the smarter player. It ain't always the best player that wins. It's the smarter player. So if anybody interested in starting a group, got to be a somewhat decent player. Don't have to be known. But gotta have some kind of skill. And yeah, another year of Hall of Fame. Hopefully next year they bring back leaderboards, because maybe then I may attempt to actually try and get the Hall of Fame one more time if they bring leaderboards back next year. That's the only thing that will get me to get the Hall of Fame again, is if they bring leaderboards back. Otherwise, I don't see any reason to get the Hall of Fame anymore. It's time consuming, it's tiring. And I'm tired of sitting in matches 40 minutes trying to figure out how to stop this person from cheating me. Because it's aggravating and it's tiring. But great, great career I've had in 2K Online. I continue to be successful at it, just not at the same pace. You know, at a smaller level, I think. Just playing matches here and there and just playing the game. To play it. And that is it, guys. I'm sorry, I was looking down at my phone, so that's why it was a long pause. But once again, does anybody is interested in starting a group? Because I plan to start one. Whether it's I'll be the one man gang if I got to be the one man band. I'm sorry, not the one man gang. The one either or the one man band, the one man gang, whatever. If I gotta do it myself, then I'll do it, and I'll be good at it. So I plan to start the group, and if people want to be part of it, then so be it. I don't need 100 people. Just um, you know, few good people. You only need 3 people to start a group because you can only have 3-on-3, matches. So, for the most part, that's all you can have in a ring. So that's all you really need for a good group. But more would be, nice to have. But once again, nobody joined. I'll be doing it by myself. Won't be the first time I've done things by myself. And as you can see, my record ain't the greatest, but I'm pretty good at what I do in this game. So once again, thank you for listening. And I know I was ranting on, but hey, thank you.